Hello, everyone. It's your boy Josh.
It's your boy Tay.
Back again with another video. This time we're going to review A Night of the Seven Kingdoms that just released.
Yep.
Also, before we get started, like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and also follow us on social media and Discord. Okay?
Yep.
All right, so Night of the Seven Kingdoms, episode 1, the pilot episode / episode
Yep.
1. What you think?
I mean, it goes off of what the title of the book slash, what Ser Duncan is, the Hedge Knight, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this show, I would say, gave me a different I wouldn't say a vibe, because the vibe could change at any moment. But for this first episode, this is not your typical introduction to characters of Game of Thrones. Um, we starting off with Ser Duncan the Tall, um, pretty much burying his mentor or pretty. I say his mentor. I think he was turning himself into a knight. Um, his mentor died. He had found a place for him to bury him, pretty much. Um, and and then the story goes on from there as far as like how his character will probably evolve into the tales that we'll be seeing Joffrey talk about. He's the 4 pages of this character in Game of Thrones. But now it's just I think this is going to be more of a coming. I say it's more of a one of those like this is his motivation now. His mentor died. He buried him. Now he got to find motivation to be a knight. If I'm not mistaken, I think he um, got the sword from his mentor, and he was trying to use it as him to get into a knight's tournament. If I'm not mistaken, because every knight has a house or some type of house emblem to say that they are knights.
Yeah, because I think the goal is he's going to Ashford, and he's going to try to win
Mhm.
the night
Yeah,
tournament. Then
yeah,
one of the lords, I guess, is something in one of the houses. I think
yeah,
that's the premise of what they leading up to. So I'm just
yeah.
gonna. I sorry to steal your thunder.
No, no, you good. No, you good. But then we see him go into uh then we go to when he sees the first introduction of him running into Egg, um, which we don't nobody at this point. Sir Duncan does not know he's a Targaryen yet. At this, he just think he's just this little kid in a in a horse shop
He's like,
cleaning horses.
yeah,
That's all they thought
yeah,
he
he
was
thought he was
the
like
whole
a
time.
stable helper. He didn't
Yeah,
know. It's like one of those saying, "I need to speak to the manager," and you speak to him.
exactly.
Like I'm joking.
Like he did not know. He does not know that he's a Targaryen. Um, he pretty much pays him to watch the horses slash not only just watch them but actually like clean them as well and all that. Like I say, he thought he was a stable
I think it's a
worker. Like
stable boy. The
yeah,
stable
stable boy.
worker. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But it was funny seeing him in the knight's gear. And he's like, "What are you doing? I only been away for 5 minutes, and you're already on one of my horses. What are you doing?" you know, like it's funny to see the chemistry between how the chemistry of those two characters going to be. Um, which we already know that it's going to be a trial. It's going to be a journey with these two characters. Um, and if you're a fan of the books, and even a fan of even Game of Thrones as a whole, you always knows these stories is always gonna have twists and turns. It's always. Um, this was I think Josh, if I'm not mistaken, I think you said this is what 80 2
Yeah,
years
so
before Game of Thrones.
yeah, so the time setting in the Game of Thrones House of Dragon.
Mhm.
So this is 78 years after the last season of House of Dragon. And
Yes.
this is 89, roughly about 89 before Game of Thrones season 1. So we'll say roughly about 100 years.
Yeah.
Roughly almost 100 years.
Yeah. So going off of Josh's point, Egg is literally one of the last Targaryens from the battle of the battle of the Targaryens. So the last dragon battle, pretty much. I don't know if I want to say he's in hiding, but I would just say like he's just out there. I don't know what to really say about his character per se, outside the fact that he's a Targaryen, and after the Targaryen war, pretty much, that they pretty much all scattered. like he was
he's one of the Targaryens. He's just living with the people. I guess he's
yeah,
people
person, I guess. Yeah, he's not in the royalty thing. Like he's not in the royalty side of this whole thing. He's literally like you say, he's with the people, pretty much. It's also funny to see him be with a Baratheon at this is what like that's probably going to be the house he's probably going to try to use to get into Ashford, not fighting. I mean, Knights games or whatever you want to call it. Because even that was a funny interaction, as I would say. He's like, "Why are you here?" "Oh, I'm just here for supper." Like he,
just crash the party, start dancing.
Yeah, he just. See, the funny thing was though, he got invited. That was the crazy thing about it. He actually got invited. They just didn't know he was a part of the house. That's the only difference. But yeah, anything you want to add to it?
Well, it was fairly straightforward. So introduce Egg, mentor. His mentor passed away. He's trying to pretty much the premise of this episode was leading up to he's trying to get to the night tournament and win, and hopefully he gets accepted in the house by some lord. So because technically he's one of the lower end knights, so they tend to be poor. I forgot what's the exact term for the was it
It was no, that's what they call him. They call him a hedge knight. That's exactly what they call him.
Yeah, so they call him a hedge knight because they typically sleep outside underneath like the hedge. I know if you get it because they live a poor man's life as a knight.
Yeah, they live a poor man's. They're knights, but they're not knights of
so
the.
So they top flight security. They like top flight security. They're like runner cops at the mall. I'm joking with you. Like a mall cop.
If I had to put it into like in today's world aspect of it, the hedge knights are kind of like the assistant, like the substitute teacher to the actual teacher. Like that's what they are. They're there, they're there. They still get paid, but they're not like full time.
They did security guard that like check people in at the front desk, like when you go in the building. Yeah. I'm trying to use a modern day analogy, but a comparison.
He's just the first one. He's just the first one to actually become that knight and actually became a name. Like he's
a substitute teacher. That's crazy. But
I'm clipping this.
He like the temp worker. He like the temp worker. Come in for like one day.
And just
get paid for a day work. Go ahead.
Yep. Hopefully they bring him back. You know what I'm saying? The
so he's like a seasonal retail worker.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what it is. And hopefully he gets pulled in for full time.
I'm freestyling this, guys. We freestyling. We just made this up on the fly. But I would say that was pretty much the episode. The episode really, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. For this series, we briefly talked about it. That episode was pretty short. I'm expecting a longer episode.
Yeah, it was only like 47 minutes. Like I thought it was gonna be like an hour or something.
Close to an hour. I thought it was gonna be like 50s, close to an hour. But
I mean, when I looked at it, no, not to cut you off. I'm sorry. For what I've seen so far, from what has been put out as far as HBO, that is the longest episode of this season. All the other episodes are like 30 something minutes. Like they're
Not
not
even the
that long.
season finale.
Not even the season finale is like 37 minutes. Now let's they putting out false numbers. Now they could there's a possibility they could change the time. They can. But from everything that we have seen so far, that I've seen so far, the episodes have been 37. I mean 37 is the highest. The lowest is 31 minutes. So I don't know how they're gonna run this. I don't know if they're running it like a limited series,
Yeah,
or are they running this into
that
a
31
season?
minutes is probably like a filler episode.
Yeah.
Probably a filler episode. Okay. All right. So we pretty much discussed the episode. Really wasn't too much. I didn't want to give we discussed small spoilers, but not necessary. So what would you give a rating of it?
For it to be a starter, I give it a 7. Solid 7.
It might be a 7 on a dot. I'm being nice. I'm gonna say 7.
Yeah, it's a 7 on a dot.
Below a 7. I'm gonna say a 6.9.
Now,
you may call me harsh.
Yeah. Now, the reason I give it a 7, it did have its high marks, like the dancing, like the party of the Baratheons. Like that was a good segue. Him going into these, like him going to the guy to actually get to actually do his invite to the knights, to him to be, and Ashford, and he's like, you're not really a knight. Like that was a good like segue. And I don't know what it is about with.
I don't know. He's like the butt of everybody's jokes, though.
Yeah,
to a degree. Am I wrong with that?
Nah, he is, and even with the ladies, the ladies, it's the same thing. Like they was even saying, he's like, he's a knight, but not really. But it's like
he's a Hedge Knight is like like I told you, like top flight security. Or like security at the mall. Like you're not a cop, but you're not really an armed security guard. You got to whistle, like you got to walk and talk.
And true. Oh man, the walkie talkie and the flashlight. That's all you got right now. You're not armed or nothing.
You're a great witness. That's what you is.
Exactly. Now the crazy thing is, I want to see if they're gonna go into this whole thing with him and people spitting. Cause do you see this bad face every time when people spit? Like it's like they spitting at him or something. Like it's a disrespectful thing probably to him. So yeah, I'm waiting to see how this is gonna turn out though. Cause
any prediction?
I do believe he will be in some type of. I'm gonna say he's going to be in some type of battle because we've seen it in the trailer. So he's going to be in some type of battle, but the thing is who he's going to be in the battle against. Is it still going to be House Targaryen because they still rule at this point, or is it another, or is it somebody threatening the Seven Kingdoms? That's going to be the thing. So
yeah,
I wonder, is it going to be one of those things where throughout the season, and that's probably why these episodes is going to be running how they running. I'm pretty sure they're going to run it to where they're just going to go straight into it right after. Like it's going to be story driven, but also it's going to have its moments where Duncan's going to have to defend his honor, or maybe eggs. We don't know. Like we don't know, but I do believe he's going to be in the battle. Of against who we don't know, but he will be. That will make his name. Is that battle, whatever that battle is, that will make his name. And throughout the tales of Game of Thrones, that's when we find out why he became who he became.
Okay. I got a feeling it's gonna be he's gonna figure out a way to sneak in and probably train a little bit. He's gonna be more butts in the joke because he's not really a knight. It's like he's like Tommy ain't got a job in Martin. Like it's just like a running joke. Like even though he's the main,
pretty much,
he's technically the main, the center of the story. But that's the only thing I can predict so far. But I know they probably got a trailer out by now for week. I'm just going off from what I saw. So,
yeah, I think they got episode 2 trailer. I'll link it in the description if they got next week's episode like trailer. I'll put it in the description.
All right. Well, I think we're going to end it here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Also follow our Discord. We just started a Discord. So we love everybody to join. You can interact with either one of us if you want. All right. Peace and Grease.
Peace and love, yo.